So I don't know that they're gonna give me the moon tonight. I don't know that they're gonna let me at it. It doesn't look like it by the spraying, dumping, trailing, whatever the fuck you want to call it, dump sacking. Dump sacking the skies really hard this morning, and right now, as you can see, as I'm driving around, see what the camera's looking at. Yeah, okay, I can see it. Um, I'm gonna continue with the moon. So because I'm putting together throughout the Here's the Deal series. I think I got some up on the Delete Laws series on the Michael Oziak channel. Also, that are part of this moon cycle. So throughout the month, because what I'm doing is I'm logging the timelines, learning a lot, learning a lot. Learning a lot of things that I thought I was sure about, and now I'm becoming more sure that it's not exactly that way. Um, but I was close, but close is still wrong. So I have to come to terms with some of them. It's not easy because there's just so many things that we were lied about. So as I find reality and truth, it's hard to overlook all the lies I believed in all of my life. And it's been that way all the way down the line. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised when I find another lie. But anyways, the moon videos that I'm doing are really good. They're coming out really good. And I've got the timelines, at least, I don't know, 8 or 9 of them anyway, because some nights I'm all clouded in, and other nights I just don't make it out there in time. Might be, might not get a glance at the moon until 2, 3 in the morning. If I don't stay on it, then I'll miss it. And when that does happen, what I could be doing is I could be going somewhere else to get my moon video for that particular night. But then it's not, even if I go and look at somebody from my area, I could probably find someone online. You would think it would be actually pretty easy, but it's not. It's hard to find anybody doing any moon videos, and if they are, they've got it all misconstrued because, again, all the lies that we all lived by all these years. But what I could do is those missing nights that I could not get it myself, someone else might have gotten it. That's in the area might have gotten it. But I don't like to do that. So I'm just going by what I can get for myself, so I don't have to rely on anyone else's videos. Something else, there's a lot of things actually, but another one is nobody else takes the moon light to light through their telescope. They never let it go light to light, and it's a big help. Yeah, there's the dude, the $50 an hour guy walking with his fucking sign. That's the dude that he's got a sign that says, "Well, looking for work, but yet you offer him work." Told him photography work, and he said $10 an hour is an insult. Minimum wage is 15, and he gets way more than that. He said so. What am I gonna do? Anyways, so the moon The moon thing. I mean, anybody listening to my videos, you don't know me yet, maybe some of you are new, and you may just think, "Oh my God, this guy! What the fuck is he talking about? The moon should not be called the moon." It's true. The moon should not be called the moon. The moon is nothing that we think it is. And here's something else that I really want to stress, since I'm talking in this video too about us, the zombie slaves, the 7.8 billion of us that refuse to see reality for what it is. You all know deep down. I mean, I've been watching this for 6, 7 years now, going to my seventh year, showing everyone this, and everyone being in denial of it, even after they look. I can give a grace period. There's going to be some shock and awe for most. To come to terms with these things, but everyone. That's not what happens. Everyone just refuses to look. Once they see it, they run away from it emotionally, physically, psychologically, visually. They run away from it. Everyone I fucking know, kids, fucking adults, grandparents, all ages, all colors, they all run away from it. Run away from reality. It's amazing to me. Shit, I'm gonna have to go fucking over here and turn around now. I don't have my fucking clipper tripod anymore either, so that kind of sucks. I can't park the wrong way on the wrong side of the street. What the fuck am I gonna do here? Um, yeah, so I've been thinking about that a lot lately, as I always do, about why is everyone refused to look at what's right in front of them and refuse to see it. Even after they see it, they never go back and look again. But I gotta say, all this shit about the moon and everything like that, deep down, you all know instinctually that that was all a lie. All of you know. Everyone, I'm talking to everyone from my grandparents, great grandparents, no, I'm sorry, grandparents, that were around in 1969 when they did that fake ass moon landing bullshit. They were already pushing the heliocentric model on you, all lies, all fucking lies, just as big of lies as, hundreds of years, thousands of years before that. They went from um, religious theology and had everyone convinced of the heavens. And this is the way that it all worked, was religiously and spiritually. Go over here. They convinced us that it was all religious and spiritual, and there was a God in heaven with a beard and all this stuff, and made it, which all of it have little dibbles and dabbles of truth in them. So don't get me wrong about that either. Anytime anybody could come to me with any of the religions, and I can honestly say that yes, there are little dribbles of truth in all of them. All of them. Atheism is a religion, and it has little bits of truth in it. Um, the Matrix is another religion; it has little bits of truth in it. What's the other one what's that religion that they're coming down on right now? The space alien one. Lots of space alien religions, not just the movie ones like Star Wars and things like that. Because believe it or not, that is another fucking religion. Just like your politics are another religion. So they had us, what the hell, Scientology. So Scientology is a space alien religion, right? But it's more space alien because it's more modern. If you go back hundreds of years, you'll find other fake religions that worked on a spiritual level. So instead of all along everyone just seeing the obvious and knowing the truth for ourselves, that's easy for us as humans to do, people. It really is, because all creatures of this earth, we're all under the true creator's energy. It is the true creator's energy that the false creator slash creator did his entire build. The entire bio build is a stolen product. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying it is, because we would not be here if the false creator slash creator did not begin dividing, for starting with dividing himself from the true creator's energy, and building this realm to be safe for us, right? So that's what all the divisions have done. He divided the night and the day. He divided sun and moon. He divided a left and right, back and forward, male and female, X and Y. He kept dividing to do the entire build. I don't know if I'm in the right spot here. Yeah, I guess I am. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level is what we're doing here. And I'm keeping an eye because I got this dude following me in this Nissan. I'm going to see if this is him. We'll see if he comes up to the vehicle. This is the dude that was down by my house a couple weeks ago. And today he was on a side street when I just passed by. Over here, he was on a side street that a friend of mine lives on. And I came around. He pretended that he actually didn't pretend. He did not look at me so he must have seen me before I seen him, because he looked down as if he was looking at some paperwork in his car, but he was parked in a bad spot. He wasn't in a parking space. He just stopped in the road. And I didn't think much of it until now, where I am now. He just pulled up again and parked near me. So he got out of his car. He went into a building. I'm going to see if he comes back out, what he's up to. Anyways, the moon thing. So we all knew, even back in 69, the shit they did in 69 for the moon landing nonsense was such garbage. And then you think of all these years later, that they still convince all those same people and their children and their children and their children. So we have many, many generations after that 69 moon landing that also believe in that same fucking nonsense based on that same rhetoric that was put out there. And I mean, it was dumb, man. It was dumb. It really is. I mean, the president talking to him on the radio with a rocket behind him in 1969, he's on a cell phone. I mean, come on, man. We didn't even admit to the technology, but yet this rocket is going to be going. I mean, it was all so fucking backwards. It really was. There was no reason to even believe in it other than to believe in it, right? It wasn't going to get us anywhere. It wasn't, we're going to get nothing out of it, right? It was all, I mean, there's just so many obvious lies revolving around it that me keep repeating them all is redundant, I guess, if I'm going to use a fancy word. It's very redundant. Doesn't get us anywhere. You all know that it was bullshit. You can go back and look at the facts if you want to reconfirm in your mind that it was all bullshit. But for me to keep rehashing it is ridiculous. So, anyways, my point that I'm trying to make is that we all already instinctually know, because we are tied into a true intelligence, the true creator's energy. Our entire neurological system is reaching out to that energy. It is locked into, tied into that same energy. Those builders that I'm showing you everywhere in the trees, the rocks, the moon, the clouds, they're the same builders that are building us. And we know from looking that they don't build according to up, down, left, right, backward, forward, in, or out. They don't build that way. All right. Anyways, yeah, that's a good spot for the camera. It's a pretty good spot, I guess. I'm not going to zoom in or zoom out or anything like that. So what I'm saying is that there's a lot of people surrounding me. That's why I'm lost my train of thought. Okay. But we all know all of these things that I'm showing you all. We all instinctually know them, and we deny them based on false memory, because everything we've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, programmed has been a lie. We know this, and we know this to be a fact, that everything has been a lie. There should be no me having to prove to you that everything has been a lie. And I realized quite a long time ago that the best way for me to show you that everything you've ever heard, learned, thought, taught, programmed has been a lie is to show you the truth. So if I show you the truth and you're seeing it for yourselves, then you have no more ability to keep lying to yourself. It takes away the mirror neuron manipulator. You're faced with having to deal with your mirror neuron. You can no longer go along about your life knowing that. That's why people have such a hard time admitting and going and continuing to look, because once they see it, if I trick you into looking and I trick you into seeing it, then the next thing that happens is you have to drop it all. Everything. The moon bullshit, the spinning wet pear rocket bullshit, all the gods and goblins and devils and all the bullshit stories that all the matrix fucking lies and the all the other religious lies, all of them. Yeah, he found the fucking rock, a special rock that was left from years ago, and actually Jesus was actually a native Indian, and he was, what I mean? Just make the shit up as they fucking go along. What's that one I'm thinking of? Not, that I'm describing Mormons, right? I think it's the Mormon religion. They're all lies. So I don't care how good we think they are. Oh, a lot of good people come out of this religion or that religion. I'm sure there did. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. But if you think that good people are good, then that's where we're going to differ. Because even good people are still lying motherfuckers. So if we're lying to each other about absolutely everything just in order to distract ourselves and our families and our friends and our people we're surrounded by, we have to all stay in the comatose state. And we're helping each other to do that by accepting all these lies as probable truths when really they're not probable truths at all. They're obvious lies. But when you start to come out of your comatose state, you're going to say to yourself all these things. You're going to be like, oh my God, man, if this is the way it is, then I've been lying to myself my entire life about absolutely everything then, because I can see it now. I can see it. I can see it at the cloud level, the moon, the moon. Since I'm talking about that, I mean, it's such a big deal. It's a huge fucking deal. You people, anyone coming to my channel, you have found the false creator slash creators clock. You now know from looking at what it is I'm showing you that you yourselves have complete control of knowing the true cycles. That's beyond what we've been told for thousands of years. For thousands, at least that according to our false history, it's been thousands of years. Who knows? But what I'm getting at is geology and what's the other one? Stars and what's the word I'm looking for? Is it genealogy? Yeah, genealogy. Geology is rocks and stones, right? But genealogy, if you look at genealogy, and there's another word for it too, I just can't think of it. All right, so they put out these star patterns that said the stars were all in lined up, and they did this dot to dot thing with the star. It doesn't work nothing like that. So that means they were already lying to us pre lies. In predating these lies, we're going to go back tens of thousands of years. We have to go back to when the major lies started hurting the human population, I would have to say, was even before the Aztecs, because whoever dropped those us, whatever one of us who were dropping and building those structures that are using hundreds of ton stones. I always say 350 to 500 ton stones, but even 150-ton stone. If you're able to, whether it was liquefy stone and then put it back in place, and it was going to be have the same structure, whatever the case may have been, doesn't really matter to us that are seeing truth and reality. What we can see is those same stones from those 350-ton stones in Peru, for example, are the ones I always go in on. I can extract the same feline, canine, rodent, ape, human, and beast from those fucking stones. So whatever that predating of those was, and looking back and saying, okay, well, we were able to move these things, or whatever other case you want to bring into it. So whatever that technology was, we lost it at that time. Not until the Aztecs come along and put their 500-pound stones. I mean, come on, man. They got 500 to maybe 1,200-pound stones are probably some of the biggest ones that are on the top of those fucking builds. That's ridiculous. And then we say, oh, the Aztecs built these fucking massive. No, man. Obviously, the history was all a fucking lie. We're lying motherfuckers. We lie about every damn thing. All right, where am I going to go with this camera? Oh, this is this camera. All right, so let's do this. I'll do that for a little while, I guess. I don't have my fucking clip because I gave it to John, and John isn't doing anything. Oh, these are going this way, so I could go right above my head. Let's see. Look down. Let's see. Let's try to go right there. Yeah, maybe I am better out here. Digital collection of electromagnetic nanocarbon from the cloud level, feline, canine, rodent, human, and beast, over and over from the veil to the ground. Lights and shadows, angles and distances of perspective, all that stuff. Back then, astrology, that's the word I was looking for. So back then, when we were basing things under the astrology realm, and that was all false too. And we can see it now. And we can actually see the proper name for the moon. It should not be called the moon. We know what the proper name is. It's an electromagnetic nanocarbon regulator. It it's the false creator slash creator's clock that also regulates. I know it sounds crazy, but you're going to see it when you go look. Um, the moon is used as a electromagnetic nanocarbon regulator when regulating souls to this realm. The soul is separate. The soul energy is separate from the true creator's energy. The true creator's energy, we're swimming in it. It's all around us and it's from within because it's all things at once because the true creator's energy is all one. So we all together, 7.8 billion humans in this case, all work together as one in this realm under the true creator's energy. But under the false creator slash creator's energy, we are divided by, you name it, male and female, by height, by weight, by measurements, by wealth, by, you name it, color, nationality, language, cars we drive, whatever. We're just divided in every motherfucking way. And that's, I think, the way that it should be. I think that would be proper according to the false creator slash creators build. That's how we become more and more by being divided. Division makes more of us, believe it or not. I know it sounds crazy. And individualism, it also creates individualism. But in this realm, uh, being biospecies that we are, I think there's only a minute left, so I won't say too much more. Um, yeah, everybody got to wake the fuck up, man. We can all see it. We can all see it. We don't have to fuck around no more. You don't have to believe nobody's shit no more. What is everyone waiting for? I'll end this with a warning too. I know a lot of you are gonna try voting. I would suggest don't even vote for a president this year. No matter what you do, you're fucked. If you go for Trump, you're fucked. Because it's going to be Trump no matter what. Even if nobody votes, it's going to be Trump. If 380 million stood up and said, we're not voting, we're going to just take a break and we're going to get we're going to wait for some real people to come ahead. Because we don't want fucking Kennedy, we don't want Trump, and we don't want Biden. So we don't want none of the fucking assholes you're offering. So nope, we're not going to do. So we really stood up and did that as a major change to our society. Then yeah, no, it would. It's fucking ridiculous. They would still put Trump in. They would just lie. They would just lie, and we would love that because no matter what, Trump is the final trumpet in their game that they're playing. The United States is now going to be the divided states. It pretty much already is. It seems like there's only going to be about 8 to 13 states or something that are going to break away first, and then maybe some more will struggle along later. But it's definitely going to be divided. And then if Kennedy got it, we're fucked. If Biden stayed, we're fucked. It doesn't matter what we do, we're fucked. So we need to just stop all that voting nonsense. Seriously, I mean, I know it's not going to happen. I'm just saying, if we really were going to all get together, wake up, go look at things for what they are, then we got to tear the whole fucking thing down. Don't worry about it. It's much better. It's much better. The true creator's energy is much better, much stronger. As a matter of fact, um, human manipulation of the true creator's work is garbage. Square pixels, they make televisions and screens and monitors, even their holograms, even humans that make holograms and 3D printers, also square pixels. They use square pixels. Square pixels are bullshit compared to the true creator's work. The true creator's energy and the true creator's builders are all triangular shapes, and you can do much more with triangular shapes than you can with squares that go up and down and left and right and back and forward, because these squares cannot be turned into diamonds. They can only go smaller and larger in the human bio copycat version of the true creator's work. And that's exactly what they did. They used the carbons to make the television tubes and the radio tubes, and they did it all right in front of our fucking face and claimed that it was godly. You know, oh, it's godly. It's science. It's medicine. That's very godly. We fucked ourselves. We fucked ourselves. My only thing is, when is it gonna stop? When the fuck is everyone gonna wake up, man? I'm gonna do a good job on this part of the series with the moon. I hope you guys will really tune in on it because no one ever watches my moon videos, and I do a lot of good moon videos, and they get like 20 views over a 3 year period or shit like that, you know. And I know YouTube fights it. I understand that, but come on, man. I've done hundreds of moon videos between my two channels, hundreds of them, and nobody is interested. No comments except for cool moon or whatever. You know, nobody ever participates. Nobody comes in. Nobody, you know, it's like, where the fuck is everyone, man? Just sitting back and looking at this as an entertainment thing. Oh, it's just another entertainment channel. This dude's a little loopy and he's just entertaining us, you know. No, man, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm not entertaining at all, and I'm not trying to be. I'm showing you the fucking truth. I'm hoping that you all wake up, man, because it's not good, man. It's not good. We're gonna end up going another 2,000 years under all these fucking false premise because everyone's too scared. They think that tearing down the system means that they'll lose things and they're gonna lose life. No, man, you're gonna gain so much more. We'll live longer without the medical industry being involved the way they are, coming to terms with our electrical selves, which we've never done in thousands of years. We have not come, we've lied about it and said that our electrical selves has to do with some spiritual shit, which it does not. We said that our electrical selves have to do with neurons and biological findings throughout the human body from science and medicine. It is not. We say that our electrical selves, at best, we can go over to um, another field of a bunch of lying assholes too. Are the hold on a minute, I'm getting started again. The dude with the blue car that was here earlier, I'm watching him in my mirror. Yeah, he just doesn't belong. He doesn't belong. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. All right, I gotta go check this guy out. I'll be back anyway. I'm not talking about nothing anyways. Nobody fucking listens.